So you might have noticed at the end of that last video, in my code I've got 2 lines of text here, and yet on the page they only show up as 1. And that helps us learn a bit about how HTML works. Anything we want to do in terms of the look and the layout of the page, we have to use these HTML tags. So the right way to do it is to use a P tag like this, which means paragraph. And then at the end of a paragraph, you use the same thing but with a slash in front of it. So that's a bit like a closing bracket. So now I've put the first little section in a paragraph, and then I'll do the same for the next one. So an opening P tag and a closing P tag like that. So if I save the page again and refresh the page, now you can see it's split into 2 paragraphs. Okay, so some other codes we can learn as well. If I start with that first one there, we could make it into a heading by using something like H1 around it. So there's H1, and at the end of that line I'm going to put slash H1 so it knows where to finish the heading part of it. Save that so we can see the difference. So there you go, and you can use different numbers to try out different sizes and see how big the text will go. You can also do things like change the font, which is a little bit more code, but it's still not too bad. So if I do the word font, then a space, and it's face equals, and then in quote marks we can use any normal font. So if I change it to Arial, for example, then I do my greater than sign. So that's like the opening part of the tag, and then I need to tell it when to finish using that font. So at the end of that line I'm going to do slash font, and I'm going to save that, and we should see, yeah, did you see the font change to Arial for the second bit of text there? So hopefully you get the idea of how changing things in the code changes what the website looks like. Okay, a couple more you can try. If you wanted to do a hyperlink to something, you use a tag called A, which stands for anchor. Then you put href equals, and then in quote marks you put a website that you want to link to. Now you must put in the http://www. and then whatever website. So I'll just do google.com. Then I do a greater than to sort of end that part of the tag. Now whatever I type next will show up on the page as the hyperlink. So I'm just going to type click here for Google. And then I've got to end my anchor tag, so I do /a and greater than. So let's try that. If I save that page and refresh on the browser, and now you can see there's a hyperlink, and if I click that I should get to Google. Okay.